Episode 10. The day I almost gave up, and what saved me. Most episodes in this season explore leadership, identity, resilience, and the emotional journey behind becoming unbreakable. But this episode, this one, is different. Because today I want to take you to a moment where everything slipped away. A moment where my body failed, my mind dimmed, and my life narrowed to a single decision. Do I let go, or do I fight? This is the story of the day I almost gave up, and the voice that saved me. The night everything changed. It was December 2022. I'd been unwell during the night, struggling to breathe, feeling something wasn't right. Not the usual breathlessness, not the usual fatigue, but something deeper, heavier, more dangerous. Eventually, I pressed my medical alarm. The ambulance arrived quickly. Lights, voices, movement. The kind of urgency you can feel before you can process it. They took me into hospital, straight to resus. For a while, they stabilised me. Numbers improved. Breathing eased slightly. They moved me to an observation area. But a few hours later, while I was lying there quietly, something shifted inside my body. I felt it before anyone else did. That sudden internal drop. That sinking feeling you can't explain. It was like something was rattling from inside. A nurse tried to take my blood pressure. The machine struggled. She tried again. Nothing. When the reading finally appeared, it was 53. And then everything changed. Within seconds, my vision blurred. Colours slipped into shadows. Shapes dissolved into silhouettes. I could make out the outlines of the lights above me. A faint glow, as if the world was pulling away. I tried to speak, but there was nothing. I tried to move, but nothing happened. I was fully aware, fully conscious inside my mind, but my body just wasn't responding. I felt trapped inside myself. I remember hearing the nurse call out. It was urgent, sharp, controlled panic. I remember the consultant rushing over, his voice firm, calm, but urgent. He needs to go straight back to resus. And that's when the world around me became sound. Not sight, not movement, not touch, just sound. They were wheeling me quickly down the corridor. But I couldn't see. My vision was gone. My consciousness flickering. But my hearing was perfect. I knew every door, every buzzer, every lock, every corridor junction. Years of NHS experience meant I could map the hospital in my mind just from the sounds. Even in that moment, I was unable to speak, unable to move, nearly unconscious. But I knew exactly where I was. The doors, the rhythm of trolley wheels, the echo of voices, the distance between one corridor and the next. It was surreal, like floating inside my own body, watching everything slip away, but still hearing the world clearly. I wasn't gone, but I was close, very close. When we reached resus, something happened that I will never forget. One of the emergency department matrons, someone who knew me, stepped beside the trolley, and she never stopped speaking, not once. She told me exactly what was happening, every action they were taking, every tube, every monitor, every intervention. She said my name. She explained each step. She stayed calm. Her voice was the only anchor I had. I couldn't respond. I couldn't signal. I couldn't move. I couldn't tell her I could hear her. But I heard every word. And in the moment where everything inside me felt like it was slipping away, her voice gave me something to hold on to. Safety, orientation, human connection, presence. In that moment, her voice was the difference between fear and courage, between letting go and fighting back. I've told her since, many times, how much that meant. How her voice might have been the thing that kept me here. As the team worked around me, as my blood pressure hung dangerously low, as my vision faded, as my consciousness flickered, I made a decision. A very quiet one, a very internal one, but a very human one. Not today. I'm not leaving today. I focused every piece of awareness I had on pulling myself back. I fought for each moment of consciousness, for each second of clarity, for each breath. I don't know how long it took. Time didn't exist. There was no sense of minutes or hours. Just a struggle. But eventually, slowly, my awareness returned. The room sharpened. The noise organised itself. The lights stopped being shadows and became lights again. and I knew I was still here. Returning to life after almost losing it. Within weeks, I was back at work. People often think that survival leads to weakness, or fear, or limitation. But this is something no one talks about. Sometimes, near-death experiences make you clearer, calmer, more present, more alive. This moment didn't break me. It sharpened me. It reminded me that life is not guaranteed, that strength isn't loud, that resilience isn't false, that leadership isn't external. It's internal, quiet, steady, born in moments like this. What this moment taught me about leadership. 1. Presence is the most powerful form of leadership. The matron's voice didn't fix a medical emergency, but it anchored me. Leadership is presence, not position. 2. Strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, "Not today." The greatest act of strength I've ever shown happened when I couldn't move a muscle. You don't know how strong you are until life tests you. And sometimes the test reveals parts of you you never knew existed. 4. Caring saves lives. Her voice wasn't medicine, but it was healing. Compassion is not soft, it's life-giving. Survival changes your priorities. After this, I lived differently, chose differently, led differently, became different. Moments like this reorder your soul. A reflective moment for you. Ask yourself gently, when life tested me, what kept me here? A person? A memory? A hope? A decision? A future waiting for me? A belief that my story wasn't finished? Let the answer rise. It matters. The day I almost gave up was the day I realised something profound. My story wasn't over, and I wasn't done becoming who I was meant to be. Your unbreakable moments don't come from perfect days. They come from the darkest ones. The moments where you chose life, even when life was slipping away. I didn't survive that day because I was strong. I survived because I was connected. Because someone stayed present. Because someone cared. Because I chose to fight. Because my story wasn't finished. And neither is yours. If this episode moved something in you, if it brought you back to a moment where life tested you, where everything narrowed down to a single decision, where you had to choose to keep going. Then I'm really glad you're here. We all have those moments. Moments where strength doesn't look like success. It looks like survival. It looks like holding on. It looks like whispering, "Not today," when everything else feels uncertain. If Becoming Unbreakable is helping you reflect on your own turning points, your own resilience, your own quiet fights, I'd really encourage you to follow the podcast so you don't miss what comes next. In the next episode, we'll explore something different. Not survival and crisis, but what happens afterwards, when the moment has passed, when the story feels unfinished, when closure doesn't come in the way you expected. Because becoming unbreakable isn't just about surviving the hardest day of your life. It's about how you carry yourself in the days that follow. I'll see you in the next episode.